following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, of course, the big story continues to be the COVID thing, the pandemic. And I could start at 18 different places, but I'm just going to start out with some current numbers. Let's see here. The USA, as of this morning, we had 35,281,544 infections and 627,048 dead. Now, you have to appreciate that this story of the COVID started, when did it start? 3,000 years ago? I mean, this is not the first pandemic. Of course, the first pandemics and plagues were thought to be caused by, evil spirits, somebody putting a bad spell on you, kind of thing. And, of course, for 8 years in a row, the Egyptians had the terrible plague. The interesting thing about it, that the Hebrew slaves that they had for 400 years, they weren't dying of the plague, and they were growing the food for the Egyptian soldiers and royalty. The food was barley and wheat, gluten, which they'd been eating for over 100 years. And so suddenly now when they got this bug, whatever it was, because we still don't know what it is, I think, the bug killed thousands of them every year for 8 years. But it didn't kill any of the Hebrews because it was against the law for the Hebrews to eat any of the barley and wheat. They would be executed if they were found to be eating the barley and wheat. It was only for the Egyptians. And so the Hebrews were eating potatoes and beans and squash and vegetables and stuff like that out of their garden. Of course, they're putting their wood ashes into their garden. They're getting minerals that way for their immune system. And they didn't have any gluten to kill their villi. And so that's why they did very well. And then once they let the Hebrew slaves go after the 8th year of the plague, the Hebrews weren't harvesting, weeding, or watering the barley and wheat anymore, so the Egyptians didn't have the wheat anymore, or the barley, and so they're eating like the Hebrew slaves. They're eating potatoes and beans and squash and so forth, weren't getting any gluten anymore, and had their little home gardens, and everybody's putting their wood ashes in there. Now let's jump to let's see here, 18, yeah, let's go to 1880. Let's go to Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's Char's home, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And this was the first hydroelectric plant, I think, in the USA, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, for the Wolverine Furniture and Chair Manufacturing Company. And then 2 years later, 1882, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, Thomas Edison and Jonathan Leaves pulled the switch in the first commercial electric generating plant, and everybody was excited about that. Well, in 10 to 12 years, there's like 40, 50 new diseases, which doctors were blaming on genetics, which was really just nutritional deficiencies because nobody had wood ashes anymore. Nobody had wood ashes anymore because everybody was using electricity in the industrialized world. There was no more wood ashes from wood stoves or, let's see here, fireplaces or fire pits. And so there was no minerals to support the immune system, and everybody's eating gluten, duh, because, doctors said, eat whole grains be good for you, so everybody's starting to eat gluten and killing their intestines. And so then the plague started big time, 1918, 1919, the Spanish flu, and then after that, we had the Asian flu, we had HIV, we had AIDS, we had H1N1, SARS, MERS, we had polio. They had all these various plagues and things going on because people's immune systems are dead. they didn't have wood ashes for a source of minerals to support their immune system and their bone marrow. They weren't getting any nutrition because they were eating gluten, and guess what? Their intestines were dead, and all this is happening, and so we're paying a price now. So let's kind of look around here. Same thing with let's see here. Just a couple of days ago, Florida, in a 1 week period, 7-day period, had 73,181 new cases of the COVID. You heard me, 73,181 new cases. Well, why did that happen? Well, because their intestines are dead. They're eating wheat, barley, rye, oats, no wood ashes, no supplements. And right now, let's see here, all 50 states have the COVID Delta variant from India, all 50 states. And right now, 42 states have the, let's see here, the Lambda variant, C37 from India, from Peru. And there, let's see, I think it's 42 states in America have it. California has the highest number, 175 cases. Florida has the next highest, 135 cases. New York has the next cases of this Lambda variant with 70. And then there's 42 states that are reporting this Lambda thing. Now, this is going crazy. Right now, they're saying that 93% of all the hospitalizations from the COVID virus, whether it's the original virus or the two variants or combinations, are unvaccinated people. Although there are people who've been vaccinated and there's breakthroughs, and they say 30% of the hospitalizations are people who are getting breakthroughs from the vaccinations. And that's because people are eating gluten and not supplementing, and so their immune system's not protecting them. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. If you ever had trouble getting in, today is your day, as I do have an open line. Give us a call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're interested in a smooth, delicious coffee but have concerns about caffeine, JavaFit offers our great original roast in a decaf, using the Royal Selected Water Decaf process filtered through charcoal, resulting in a 99.9% caffeine-free and 100% chemical-free, full-bodied gourmet coffee. Contact your local FDI Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, we can beat these evil spirits. We can beat these viruses and so forth. But the vaccine isn't enough. There's three pieces for you to get the best results here. I've had the Moderna vaccination, number 1 and number 2. I've had them both, 30 days apart, because they won't let me on an airplane without proof of vaccination. And I travel so much here giving lectures all over the world. And then also, you get the vaccination, and for you to get the maximum benefit from the vaccination, you have to give up gluten. No wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. No wheat, no barley, rye, and oats, because they damage and tear up and kill the villi in your intestine, which increases the absorptive surface. And then you have to supplement with the essential nutrients. And right now we like the heavy hammer, the 215 nutrients in the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. And then you got to throw in the MSM, vitamin D3, or glucogel, stuff like that that's good for our cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone matrix, which includes the bone marrow cavity, which is your immune system that makes the white blood cells and antibodies and red blood cells and platelets. And so you have to have those three pieces: the vaccination. You want to live like an Asian: rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, seaweed, and that's why I had the Fucoid Z and Ocean's Gold and all that kind of stuff. I take all that. I'm 82 years old. Most people think I'm 50 when they look at me. And then this is something we're going to have to do forever, okay, because these bugs are waiting for us. I guarantee you there's other pandemics waiting in the wings. There's thousands of them. Just remember, we've had so many during the late 1900s, and then, of course, in 2003, 2005. You want to get a hold of the book and CD. Hell's Kitchen goes into the history of this stuff. You want to get the book Immortality and the CD Beyond Immortality. You want to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, and it's 2 CD set. Epigenetics goes into the history of all this stuff and why the Asian cultures prevail and live longer than us. It's because they're eating rice, beans, squash, and seaweed, and they're not eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats. When you look at the Philippines, they eat a lot of wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And, you know, when we come back after the break, I'll give you a little bit of information there. It's kind of crazy. The Philippines, with the same population as Vietnam, they have so much more numbers of infections and so many more deaths compared to Vietnam, because Vietnam stayed Asian and lives on rice, beans, squash, and seaweed, whereas the Filipinos, they live on a European and American diet because of all the military stuff going on there. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I thought we'd talk a little bit about brown rice, as I've got a story here, headline Reasons to Switch to Brown Rice. They said it's a staple all over the world, and it's been believed to be cultivated in China since around 12,000 years ago. And there's 40,000 varieties of rice, many of which are processed to remove the bran and germ. And the milling process often leaves a smooth product that's devoid of important nutrients. Brown rice is less processed than white rice. Only thing removed from brown rice is the outer inedible hull, and brown rice is considered healthier than white rice. And they go on to say that brown rice is also relatively low in calories, at just 216 calories per cup. It's high in fiber, also is gluten-free, and contains many important nutrients such as the B vitamins, magnesium, and iron. And they say that good reasons to eat brown rice is it controls blood sugar levels, promotes normal bowel movement, may help prevent obesity, elevates mood, supports healthy heart function, may help control cholesterol levels, promotes good quality sleep, maintains healthy bones. So there you go. Get some brown rice going on.
Yeah, well, see, you've heard me say this a million times in the last 2 years, that, again, the thing that allows the Asians to do much better than the Europeans, or people eating like Europeans, is that their diet does not contain gluten, because they're eating rice. That's their primary source of carbohydrate calories, is rice in some form or another, and the rice is free of gluten. And so you mentioned that there in your little presentation, which I appreciate. Thank you. And remember, take your 90 essential nutrients, stay away from all the bad stuff, add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life, and have a family meeting every week. Get a hold of that book and CD, Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the book and the CD, Epigenetics. Get a hold of the book and CD, Immortality, and add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. You have an open line today. Call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 94 Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I want everybody to remember the kids. You got to remember the kids here. Don't forget the kids' toddy, the Cal Toddy, kids' sprinkles. I like to put the kids' sprinkles on my gluten-free ice creams, my vanilla, my chocolate chip chocolate, also the green tea ice cream. I use those kids' sprinkles. There's 30 little packets in the box, and so they're really nice. Then don't forget the EFAs for the kids, the Rebound or sports drink instead of a soda pops, and you'll help them get through this thing because they need the nutrients, and, of course, they need to eat like Asians, rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash, and, of course, they can have chicken and fish and beef and lamb chops and all that kind of stuff. Eggs, don't forget the eggs. And Charmaine, are you there?
Here.
Are you old enough to remember, after the Second World War, it's got to be about 20 years after the Second World War, for 20 years, starting in the middle of the Second World War, for 20 years, the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts were a big, big part of rebuilding America by, taking care of older people, taking care of kids, and making sure, they made their living by selling Girl Scout cookies and Boy Scout cookies and things. You remember that kind of stuff?
Vaguely. I never belonged to the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts.
Okay. Well, I bet the Boy Scouts are chasing you, though. Okay. So at any rate, we need to get the kids involved now. Again, we need to get the kids involved now. And so, again, have them sell door-to-door the kids' sprinkles. The kids' sprinkles, and for the kids and the adults. But they'll get a check from Youngevity every month based on their sales. And also, they can also get the, let's see here, a paycheck and also a car bonus. Even though they're only 6 or 8 years old, they get a car bonus, and their older brother and sister, maybe mom and dad, can drive their car until they get old enough to do that. Get the Scouts involved, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. What do you think about that, Charmaine?
I think that's a great idea, and the sad thing is I think I'm a conspiracy person, and I think the schools have been dumbing the kids down forever, and it's a plan, and it's working, obviously, because young people are like brain dead, in my opinion, sadly, and they don't eat right, and they don't care about eating right, and ultimately they're going to pay the price. I mean, I see it all the time. As, you get older, you can see the people around you, young and old, and the ones that live longer and in good shape are the ones that supplement. I mean, there's no question about it. And watch what they eat. I mean, if you're going to eat fried foods and stuff, you are going to pay the price. I mean,
you get an A.
Yeah,
you get an A plus. You get an A plus because you're exactly right, and it's one of those things where we really, really have to engage these kids, get them involved, and they like to do positive things for their family and their neighbors, their classmates, and so forth. And I mean, what 6-year-old kid wouldn't want to have a car bonus? Well, yeah, I'm earning a car bonus. Well, you're kind of young, you can't drive a car, but my older brother drives my car, and he chauffeurs me around. Isn't that cool? And so there's no reason not to get these kids involved, the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts. And they get merit badges for all these things. So they also get rank, upgrades in rank for the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts while they're doing all this stuff. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And remember, there are no genetically transmitted diseases. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. You want to get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the book and the CD, Immortality. Get a hold of the book and the CD, Black Gene Lies. And one of my favorite new books, and we got two new books. One is It's All in Your Head, goes into 25 different diseases that are caused by osteoporosis of the skull. 25 different diseases you can get from osteoporosis of the skull, and including balance problems and hearing problems and stuff going on in your wrists and hands when the skull is squeezing your spinal cord, just like when you get sciatica, when your back is squeezing, the nerves go down your legs. And then Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods book, that's out now. Oh, my gosh, 300 pages of recipes to healthy cooking. And there were 3 professional chefs in Canada that really worked on that because they didn't want to believe that I was correct. And after 3 years, they said, okay, it's time to publish a book because Wallach is right here. Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. Wow. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Blanca, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Blanca. You're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, hello. Well, my name is Ati Frula, and I'm speaking on behalf of my mother, Blanca Frula. So my mom wanted to, ask you. So in 2019, she started having kidney failure, and the doctors thought it was because her potassium levels went up from the phosphorus.
Okay, back up a little bit. Your mom started having what?
Kidney failure.
Oh, kidney failure. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, and the doctors thought it was because her potassium levels went up from the phosphorus and stress. So they put her... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
They put her on dialysis?
Yes, they did because... And they said that...
Okay, how much does she weigh?
121 pounds.
Okay, and then how tall is she and how old is she?
She is 5'5", and she's 62 years old.
Okay, does she have any other issues like high blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis?
No diabetes, but she does have high blood pressure.
Okay, that usually goes along with kidneys when you have dialysis issues. Okay, Charmaine, what do you do for Blanca? Okay, she's on dialysis.
This is another example of how ignorant doctors are.
Yes.
Kidney failure is caused by the plugged up arteries going to the kidneys. They can't get dirty blood, and they know it, and that's why they raise the blood pressure up. They release a hormone in the body called renin that forces the blood pressure up because the kidneys think if they raise your blood pressure or force dirty blood into the kidneys, it won't because they're plugged up too bad. So what you need to do is get on a healthy brain and heart pack, and you need to add the Ultimate Daily Classic to that. You may want to buy an extra bottle of that. And I would also add the MSM just for the heck of it, and vitamin D3 for absorption. And she could also add some glucogel or fucoid Z. And that stuff together will take care of her problem. And she needs to get on clean diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. That's what caused the problem in the first place.
Yeah, and as you said, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, they will support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow into the kidneys and into the heart, into the legs, into the brain, every place else. And so we want you to give us a call every couple of weeks because you're going to have a great story. This testimony will help a lot of people. This is a very simple scenario. And Char and I have been doing this together for over 30 years. We've seen so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people with this scenario. They always get better following that little recipe. Back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And remember, my thesis for 20,000 autopsies, okay, is that correct? Yeah, 20,000 autopsies. And this was a 10-year study, $25 million NIH. Okay, my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure because it kind of started the science of epigenetics, which shows that there are no genetically transmitted diseases. And if you're in the childbearing years, whether you're a gal or a guy, you want to be taking the 90 essential nutrients at least. I'd go with the big hammer, take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and stay away from all the bad foods to maximize absorption. And the odds of you having a baby with a birth defect is reduced to almost zero, okay, because there are no genetically caused birth defects. So please, please, please get a hold of the books. Another one would be the Red Warning Light CD. The Red Warning Light CD. Also, the CD and the DVD is Your Doctor Killing You. If you're on 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 different prescriptions, you really need to get a hold of that Red Warning Light CD, and the CD and the DVD is Your Doctor Killing You. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Cincinnati, Ohio, and Bellamy. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bellamy, you're on the air.
Hi, Doc. Today I'm calling about my husband. Hi. He's 61 years old, 230 pounds. He's 6 feet tall. And 2 weeks ago, he was diagnosed with an ischemic stroke. And yesterday, he had another MRI. It showed that the stroke had extended. He has high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and narrow arteries. His LDL is 169, and the doctors are wanting to put him on a statin drug.
Okay, well, no statin drugs right out of the chute. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for Bellamy's husband? He's 61 years old. Let's see here. He's 6 foot tall, and he weighs 230 pounds. He's had a ischemic stroke, which means he either had a blockage of an artery or a blood clot or something like that in a brain artery, high blood pressure, diabetes, blood sugar issues. And what are you going to do for him?
Well, first of all, a gluten-free diet, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, very important. No fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils. And then I would get him on one healthy brain and heart pack and one blood sugar pack because of his weight. He needs 2 packs anyway. And then I would add to it an extra bottle of Sweeties, a couple bottles of Ultimate Daily Classic, and I would also add the vitamin D3 for absorption, of course. And then personally, I would take some MSM and some, he'll get glucogel with, no he won't, not with that. I had some glucogel and some Fucoid Z. I take all that stuff myself, and if you're serious about your health, you got to start learning to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and what would you give, just getting rid of the bad foods, he's going to lose some weight. What would you give him for energy instead of colas?
Well, he can take the Rebound. I drink the Rebound. I usually...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so, give us a call every couple of weeks if you would, Bellamy, because your husband's going to have a great story. We actually see thousands of people a month with your husband's scenario. This is very common, and, of course, these are all nutritional deficiency diseases. And the doctors, as Shar said, always get it wrong. They think there's always a genetic piece to this and so on. And getting rid of the bad food stops continuing damage. The cholesterol thing, make sure your husband's getting 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks. Hard-boiled eggs don't count, and fried eggs cause cancer. You don't want him to get on a statin drug because he'll get Alzheimer's disease. Also, he'll have ED, erectile dysfunction. That doesn't work very well in a marriage. And so make sure that, he's getting those eggs as part of the diet. Call us every couple of weeks because you're going to have a great, great testimony. Your story, your husband's story, will save a lot of people. Okay, let's see here. Do we have time to start another one, Doug?
Yeah, let's head to Sacramento, California. And Cherie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for having
me
on
Cherie.
the call.
You bet. How can we help you?
My brother-in-law is 76 years of age. He's 160 pounds. He's about 5'11". He's a diabetic suffering with neuropathy. And 2 years ago, he couldn't swallow, and they just put a feeding tube in on him on Monday because the muscles in his throat are not functioning. He can't keep any food down.
Okay. Now, has he ever complained about ringing in the ears or balance problems?
Yes, he does. Yes, he has to walk with the cane, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Does he have a high blood pressure or diabetes?
Yes, he has a diabetic, and he suffers from neuropathy really badly.
Okay. All right. So what's going on here, Shar? Here's a guy, 160 pounds. He's got diabetes. His throat doesn't work very well. He's got ringing in the ears and balance problems, and he has to use a cane. And he has neuropathy in his feet and hands.
He's got osteoporosis of the skull.
Yep. You get an A+, dear. The doctors missed that one by 1,000 miles.
They always do.
So what would you give him?
I would give him. Actually, I would give him one healthy blood sugar pack, and I'd give him another brain and heart pack to save money.
Okay.
Because he really needs them both. And I get an extra bottle of Sweeties and get vitamin D3 for absorption. And I would also add the MSM and the glucogel, and if he wants to, Fucoid-Z. These are all things that are going to help the whole situation, and they will help him. And he should, if he follows the diet strictly and eats, takes care of himself and takes the products, he should have 100% recovery.
Yeah, and so if you would, please call us every couple of weeks, Cherie, and give us a, update. If he goes to the doctor and gets some comments from the doctor, let us know what the doctor says, because the doctor's going to freak out, because your husband is, like Char said, we deal with this thousands of times a month all over the world. These things all go away. Now, the throat thing, and it goes along with the osteoporosis of the skull. It's the ninth cranial nerve causing it's called the glossopharyngeal nerve, because it causes problems with the tongue, with swallowing, the esophagus, and doctors all think that's part of a stroke or something of that nature. And they give him a tube down his throat, or is it tube into his belly?
It's in his belly.
Okay, so it's a G tube. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, all of this stuff can go into the G tube very easily. Be sure to give him 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks, no fried eggs, and no hard-boiled eggs. They have to be soft scrambled. And you can actually give him also our shake. We have 2 or 3 different flavors of shake, but it doesn't matter because he can't taste them being put in his G tube. But you can put all these things in there, and all this stuff is going to go. All his problems are going to go away. And you want to make his shake out of heavy cream instead of on the label to say with water, but make it with heavy cream. Where it says a cup of water, use a cup of heavy cream, and he'll recover quickly. It's going to be one of those miracles. The doctor is going to shake their head and say, "We got to run all of his tests again because this can't be him." Okay, we have so many. Remember Ray McGregor, Charmaine, from North Carolina? Yeah. Okay, a similar process. Okay. All right. That's one of those things where we have so many, literally thousands and thousands of stories, because we have 2 million patients a day who use the Youngevity products in over 60 countries now. We have 50 warehouses around the world. We just acquired 2 manufacturing plants on the East Coast of the United States because we're tired of these back orders because these suppliers don't get enough raw materials. So we will have less and less and less back orders because we're going to be manufacturing more and more and more of our own stuff. And thank you, Charmaine. Super job. Char and I'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, True Aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Georgia. And Annette, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Annette.
Yes,
you're on the
Dr.
air. How can we help you?
Yes, I would just like to thank you for how you're helping so many people. I just wanted to say that I took the Z radicals for like 3 days, and I had some inflammation in my arm. The surgeon had talked to me about a rotator cuff surgery and all of that, and I stayed on the Z radical, and I can use my arm now. I can even do a lariat. I wanted to say that first. And then the other day...
Well, thank you for the testimony.
Yes. And my 8-year-old grandson, King, is listening this afternoon. He weighs 150 pounds, and he wanted me to ask, and you gave me a solution to his problem. It's a gluten problem. Gluten problem. He's 8, and he weighs 150 pounds. He has a real bloated stomach, and King really wants to lose weight. And so you put him on the 1 meal a day keto caramel bars and the ultimate daily classic, healthy brain and heart and the rebound, and of course none of the bad foods and all of that. And King wants you to know he's been trying to do this, but he fluctuates between 149 and 150 every day, and he wanted you to address that.
Okay. Well, again, he needs the 90 essential nutrients, and of course he could go with the Kids Toddy if that's easier for him. Kids Toddy, Cal Toddy, Kids Sprinkles, EFAs. Don't forget the EFAs, prevents blood clots and all that kind of stuff. Good, and he's got to have 3 eggs. At his body weight, 150 pounds, 3 eggs a day, so he could take 1 egg or 2 eggs for breakfast and 1 egg for dinner, kind of stuff. Not hard boiled, not fried, soft yolks. And then, in addition to the Kids Toddy, Cal Toddy, Kids Sprinkles, and EFAs, he can use our sports drink. And don't forget that 1 keto bar a day. It doesn't have to be the same meal all the time. And but he's going to have to really, really watch his helping size and so forth in his other 2 meals. And Shar, what kind of meal would you put on? He probably needs to lose about 50 pounds. He's only 8 years old. He needs to lose maybe 50 pounds. So how would you help him do that? You know, let's say half a pound to 2 pounds a day.
6 p.m. if you're trying to lose weight. And the other thing, French-style green beans, they've taken the seed, the bean itself out of it. It's just the skin. And you can eat all that you want of that, and there's no calories in it. So the vegetables are a good thing to eat to not gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I would put butter and salt and pepper on them. It tastes good. They taste good.
Mm-hmm.
And,
very good.
So I would
good
go
choices.
That route. And then
and there are gluten-free pizzas. There's gluten-free pizzas.
Yep. And also when he feels hungry, a lot of people think they're hungry, but they just need to drink water. I like to drink cold water with ice cubes in it, but you drink water. A lot of times it takes your hunger pains away.
Yeah, or he could take a couple of sips, not a whole can, or a whole drink. He can have just a couple of sips so they rebound. Take 1 serving of Rebound and drink that through the whole day. Sip on that. That'll help him with energy and making him, satisfying, and so he doesn't have a hunger thing. But when people are hungry, it's usually a mineral deficiency. Telling him to eat something, you're looking for minerals, that kind of stuff. And so that's why he's got to be sure he's taking the complete picture. He just can't take a couple of different products. And so that's why for somebody his age, I'd go with the Kids Toddy, the Cal Toddy, the Kids Sprinkles, EFAs, and the Rebound, and then one meal a day of the keto bar. And he'll need 3 boxes a month because they only have 10 bars in a box. And he will. Shar, you weigh about 110 pounds. Can you eat a whole bar?
No, I cannot.
Okay, well, keep in touch with us and let us know how King does. We'll walk you guys through this. We think of you guys as family, and we appreciate you. And thank you, everybody. Really great questions today. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.